Hello dog lovers, I'm Kevin Mwangi from Shak K9 Masters. You're welcome to Dog TV Kenya, the best documentary channel for all dog lovers. Here at Shak K9 Masters, we welcome you all. We are breeders, we are also trainers, we also do some grooming and consultancy about dogs. So you're welcome to learn with us and enjoy the show. Shak K9 Masters, we've majored mainly on breeding. Our main breeds are the Caucasian Shepherds or Caucasian Overchaka. We also do Belgian Malinois, and we are currently entering into the Boabel world, but we are still trying to learn, understand the breed. So Caucasian Overchakas are from Russia, from the Caucasus Mountains, and it's an exciting breed, both great for family, and they are also great protection dogs. We've had them for quite some time, and we have understood the breed. And from the puppies that we have rehomed to new homes, now they're even adults. We haven't had any complaints of the breed. Very well socialized and great temperament. We also have the Malinois, which we work with security companies and also homeowners. Great for security, great for companionship, which applies to all the breeds that we have been working with. And we love, so far, we have had a great experience with the breeds, and we are enjoying every moment that we spend with the dogs. Their companionship, their loyalty, the kind of environment that they bring to the home. They bring a lively environment. So we are working with them, and we have awesome breeds that we want to introduce, but that will come to the next show. For now, we are still working with the Caucasian Overchakas and Malinois majorly, until we understand the Boabel, of which we have some good males that we are offering stud services. At Shak K9 Masters, we also offer stud services through selected females from the agreements that we make with the owners. So we are working to improve the breeds that we have. Or we only offer stud services to registered breeds for the Caucasian, to registered dogs to the Caucasian Shepherd. And for the Boabel also, we have the registered breeds. And for the Malinois, we have a lot of considerations that we make. What are we bringing? What are we adding to our lineage, or to the breed itself? We have to improve the breed. And that is what we are working on currently. We have some great dogs at our kennels, and the whole experience has been awesome so far. And we welcome Dog TV Kenya to view our dogs, and also from the comments you let us know where we can improve. And it's always a learning experience. From what we see, we visit other kennels, we invite other breeders, we invite professionals, and we also do our own research. On consultancy, mainly to our clients. After we've sold, mainly most of the times to new dog owners, first-time dog owners, we usually walk with them through the path until maybe they feel they're good. We help them with the feeding. We advise them on how to feed, the deworming program, vaccination program of the dog, the kind of environment, how to socialize the dog. How to leash train, maybe if the client got the puppy at a tender age, how to do some basic home training. That is the consultancy we offer, but also from outsiders who have gotten dogs from other breeders. We work with reputable breeders, and even just a person with a local dog will guide them just to ensure that they have the right dog for the right job, and they give the dog the best environment that they need. For breeding, we've done breeding for quite some time. We have had our challenges. It's a learning experience. From every breeding that we do, we learn something new, and it has all of it has been an experience that we look forward to even more. We've bred for over 5 years. We've been breeding, and we chose the Belgian Malinois because of its working ability, intelligence, trainability, and also the agility, the body. It's quite an impressive breed to work with and to keep. So they're also very beautiful dogs, so we've had to work with, before we decided, we had some other breeds around, so we had to take time and understand the breed, and we fell for the Belgian Malinois because also our target market is the security forces, security companies, and farms, ranches, and our clients also determine what we work with. Belgian Malinois are very suitable for homes. We've sold to many homes, but we have to guide the client, the new dog lover, the new dog owner. We have to guide them through. They have to understand that the dog, and not only the Belgian Malinois, needs to be worked. You can't just keep it. Especially let's stick on the Belgian Malinois. The high energy needs to be utilized. You have to give them work. You have to maybe take the dogs on walk, play with them. Keep the energy is too high just to be kept locked. So Belgian Malinois are awesome. And for family homes, we recommend for at least a spacious compound where the dog can have a lot of time, a lot of space to walk around, run around. And we also advocate for walking, lots of walks, maybe some, we also encourage a lot of mental activity. Whereby maybe you can do the fetch, the hiding of the ball, where the mental activities are involved. The energies are great, and it really works the dog. Belgian Malinois are awesome dogs. The Malinois has a bit of challenge when it comes to, maybe if I'm working with a new person at the kennel, or someone is a visitor, maybe for a period of time, to understand the breed. The high energy levels, some people can't handle the energy levels, but for me, because I knew what I'm getting into and I know the extent of the work that is needed from my side, I wouldn't call it a challenge. But other people have also sold the dog to other people who didn't really understand what the dog required. But with time, they got to understand it, and it was an exciting journey for them. It's still an exciting journey for them. It's a challenging dog. Okay, the intelligence level of the Malinois is amazing, but it's also a challenge because the dog will try to like challenge you, and you try to train it, and then it also, I would call it social learning, or it will observe and learn. So you'd find that you did something wrong, and the dog picked it as a trait, and you'll have to work backwards to take away that. But so far, it's a good experience for me. The challenge, I would say, we have challenges in every step of this life, and we work on it and understand it, and it becomes even more amazing when you know how to work around a challenge. Yeah, the immunity is great, their health is great, they're easy to maintain, their cleanliness is awesome because of the short coat. Shedding is not really a mess, and it's an exciting journey. But challenges, I think any challenge that you can face with any breed, apart from the challenge of energy levels, high energy levels, that you just have to master on how to work with, haven't faced any other challenges. Also, when you have the puppies, the young puppies tend to be a bit bitey, and they love nipping to stuff. You'd love to, as a breeder, there's this age between 2 months and 4 months that you'll understand how to convert that energy, that nipping, into what you want. Maybe get them toys, get them bones, get them an activity to do, or rather don't encourage them, maybe play with shoes, because they will learn it as a trait, and that's where you'll hear a puppy has eaten shoes in the compound. So you know what toy you encourage your puppy to play with. Get them active with something, some agility, get them to jump somewhere, but controlled. So it won't be really a challenge if you understand it. That's, as I said it, you have to understand what you're going into, what you're dealing with, so that it won't be as hard as maybe it was for me at the beginning. Yeah. Success stories that I've experienced are many. I have return clients. That means the client got what exactly they needed. I have had stories where they have worked maybe tracking. I've gotten, hey Kevin, your dog is really performing at the security farm. The success story for us is when we visit a person where we sold the dog and we find a happy dog, where the client maybe at first thought they couldn't handle a Belgian Malinois, but with our guidance and assistance, they managed to have them, keep them, and it was an exciting experience for them. And so far, I'd say maybe in the tracking world, maybe in the conservancies, we've had messages, hi Kevin, we need puppies from you. The previous puppies are doing really well, the previous dogs are doing exciting jobs, and that is the part of us being happy, because we know that is what we bred for, or a perfect working dog, and they're doing their work perfectly. From my experience, a Belgian Malinois can be kept in any environment, but the smaller the environment, the more the exterior exercise it will need. You cannot keep the Belgian Malinois in an apartment, yet you don't take the dog for a walk. In quotes, they say it's destructive, but it's just burning its energy. It has a lot of energy it needs to burn. You're not working the dog. You don't do any mental stimulation, which is really necessary. Mental stimulations really do amazing jobs to burn the energy in the dogs. So for the farms, for the ranches, for the security farms, due to the high energy levels of the Belgian Malinois, they work for longer hours. Their endurance is really high, and the dog they live for you. The Belgian Malinois lives for you. They live to excite you. They'll do anything for you. So once you're trying maybe to train and you get to the extent where you're almost achieving it and they notice, they'll do an extra mile for you. So for the environment, they work good in ranches, in security farms. Belgian Malinois in a home, as I said, if the compound is small, then you have to work the dog outside. You have to do some mental stimulation. But I'd prefer if you had some good compound where you can even play with your dog without, maybe you don't really need to take it outside. But as I say, every dog needs socialization. Whether you're training it for protection, for whatever purpose, for tracking, for detection, it will need a lot of socialization with the outside environment. That includes maybe other animals. Maybe you need to also keep the Belgian Malinois with people, kids. They just need to encounter every part of our environment, of our world. Caucasian Shepherds are giant dogs. Caucasian Shepherds are amazing family dogs. Caucasian Shepherds are very loyal and obedient dogs. I've worked with many breeds, and I think Caucasian Shepherds are the dogs that, hey, I'll do this. Don't pressure me. You want me to do a seat position? I'll do it. Just go easy on me, and I'll do it. Their temperament is exciting, very easily socialized to new environments. I've had a friend who I sold a Caucasian Shepherd, and he trained even the dog to carry the baby on the back, their child. That's an exemplary amount of socialization. And I'm glad I've experienced the Caucasian Shepherd from breeding, from puppies. I've met other breeders' dogs, and they're but I would say you just need to understand the dog, its temperament as a singular dog, not as a breed. Because I say every dog, you can't judge the dog by a breed. You just have to understand your dog as a singular dog. Why is this behavior like this? You have to understand its characteristics. Why is it doing this and that? But I love the size of the Caucasian. They kind of coat. Yes, they're heavy coated, but it's quite an easy coat to groom. It's not the heavy and compact coat. It's light, it's heavy, it's a lot of hair, but really, really light, so it's easy to groom. Caucasian Shepherds are clean naturally, whereby even if you didn't clean the kennel, you'll find that they will only use the kennel maybe on one side to do their stuff, and the other side to rest. And so it's a good breed, intelligent. Their stature, when you're using them for protection, the Caucasian Shepherd will stand its ground. It's a serious dog when it comes to protection. It will stand its ground. It's independent in terms of, hi, you need me to protect you, I'll do it. They are not noisy, not really high energy dogs, whereby they'll do only the necessary. They also need a lot of exercise, and they keep you company. As I always say, all dogs are here. They keep us company. They are loyal companions, and it's an exciting experience for me. I've had lots of friends who have kept Caucasian Shepherds. I also have children who visit my kennel for socialization purposes. They pet the dog, they walk with the dog. You know, you introduce the dog at an early stage to the kind of environment you want the dog to face. So I have not had any issues with a Caucasian Shepherd being around small children, being around middle-aged children, or being around old people. I've kept my Caucasian Shepherd around Shujaa, where the name of our kennel comes from. That was my old man. I've kept it around him, and it was a great experience. As a breeder, we always have a program for vaccination, deworming. So after the puppies are born, we have a vaccination program that will end at around 3 months. And from 3 months, the puppies are ready for rehoming. That is after we have done a first parvo, second parvo, and the distemper. We deworm our puppies every 2 weeks until they are around 6 months. Or so we do the deworming depends on the tablet and prescription, depending on the weight of the puppy. But from 3 months, the puppies are ready for rehoming. Currently, we have awesome Caucasian Shepherds at our kennel. Both genders are available. And we also have some Malinois from stud services that we have offered that are supposed to come in. We'll also get to show you one of our puppies, solo puppies. She's a great puppy. She's around 4 weeks. She'll be available for rehoming from around 12 weeks. That is 3 months. For the puppies, for the Caucasian Shepherds, we are happy that we have socialized them well. We always take them for walks outside. So we have also trained them on leash training. They know kids around. They have seen chicken. We have pigeons and we have rabbits at our place. They know one or two. They have seen goats walking around from other community members. So we do a lot of socialization for the puppies. We study the puppies, and we also understand a puppy particularly depending on the need of the client. Okay, for the challenges as a breeder, there are quite a number of challenges. First, as we speak, there is a shortage of vaccines, which happens every once in a while, whereby you now have to maybe stay with the puppy longer because you can't release the puppy before vaccination. Also, the cost of the vaccination is not as friendly. The cost of feeding the puppies, for puppies we feed them almost 4 times in a day, and very special feeding. So feeding the puppies is quite a challenge, especially if you hadn't planned yourself well financially. So we prefer to plan we do maybe an ultrasound so that we know how many puppies we are expecting and how to plan ourselves accordingly for what is coming. But basically, the experience where maybe you've had to breed and the mother wasn't that so good of a mom to the puppies, so you have to play an extra role of guiding her and showing her how to take good care of the puppies. So maybe for the Caucasian Shepherds, you'll have to sleep with the puppies for around 2 weeks as you check on the puppies and ensure. So it's a sacrifice. For breeders, as a breeder, it has been more of a sacrifice. The journey hasn't been really smooth. We've lost puppies at a very tender age. Some reasons you can't understand, we just say it's the law of nature. Some reasons we have prevented. Sometimes you just find an infection at the time. It's quite challenging. as we work with them. But it's a learning experience. Every challenge is a learning experience, which we try to prevent from happening anytime again. But as we say, mambo ya dunia, you can't always be right. But so far, I would say the main challenge is if you're not you haven't planned yourself well on the feeding, it will quite be a high challenge. But so far, we are good. Okay, before we used to, maybe you plan a lot, you buy a lot of special food, as I said, for the puppies, because we have, if you're using kibbles, we have special food. Maybe if it's a certain brand, they have a dedicated for the puppies. So you buy like 4 bags, then you only have 1 puppy. So the 4 bags, you have to rededicate them to the other dogs, which is not really what they require at that stage in life. But as I said, we learn and we improve. So from learning, we started doing a lot of ultrasound, so you know what you're planning for. As I said earlier, you know what you're expecting. Mostly as I speak for many breeders, there's this very, very, very dangerous virus that we call parvovirus that goes around, and it can take the whole litter. From a litter of 10, you can remain with 1 or none. You also have to be very, very hygienic when you deal with puppies. Any unhygienic move and you can lose any puppy there. I would say breeding is a sensitive line. I've seen people go into breeding and leave without feeling the gain or anything in terms of expectations they had. Reason being, maybe unhygienic level. So for us, we have clothes for when you're breeding. When you have puppies, we have clothes that you'll use to go into the whelping box, shoes. Everything is special for the puppies, like the plates they'll use to feed until they're around 4 months, and we say we are good. But every time you breed, maybe you learn a new challenge. I've had breeders have stillborns, whereby when it's the day, or when it comes to the day that the female is supposed to give birth, some of the puppies are born while they are already dead, which is quite heartbreaking. We've also had something we call pseudo-pregnancy, whereby the female will be bred, it will show all signs of pregnancy, and when the day comes, tunaita mimba hewa, it will just pass, the days will pass, and the female's body will go back into its normal form without any puppies being born. So it's quite a learning experience. Let's not call them challenges, because life offers challenges in different directions, but we take it as a learning experience to improve and to prevent any of such happening again. My number 1 supporter in this line of business is my mother. She's always been there. My old man was also very supportive. Okay, at first both of them were not for the breeding thing, considering wamekupeleka mpaka university, and they felt, hey, you're giving too much to the dogs. But then with time, dogs have their way of doing things and turning things around, and now they support us really, really highly. Dog breeding and dog keeping, it's a sacrifice, it's a commitment that some people won't understand until maybe they have the dog in their compound, in their homes. It's more of a commitment. It's like bringing a baby to your home. They'll need to be fed, cleaned, understood, taken care of. So it's a process, but it really needs a lot of dedication. I would say maybe dog breeding will take away part of your life will be dedicated to dogs, whereby there's nothing you can do about it. It's a choice you made and you have to live with it. But I would say what comes with it is better than what you lose. You lose some time with friends, but then the happiness that you come back to at home is amazing and very, very, very encouraging. Most of my friends are couldn't understand until maybe I invited them to my place and they had maybe 2 weeks with me, 1 week with me, and they understood, wow, this is what happens. And personally, I've been an animal lover for a very long time, apart from cats, because they used to eat my pigeons, and I'm a pigeon lover. They symbolize peace at my place, and they also invite the wild, I'll call them wild birds to feed, and I feel good taking care of them. So cats ndo hatujawahi pelekana vizuri sana. But I'm an animal lover, so bonding with the dogs wasn't a challenge, and actually hao ndio nimeweka mbele. The dogs take number 1 spot, and then I take number 2, tukifuatana, hao wengine wanafuata hapo nyuma. Hey, unaweza ekaje umbwa ndani ya nyumba? Like, how can you keep the dogs inside your house? Like, you've dedicated a room for the dogs in your house. How does that even happen? And I tell them, it just happens. That's life. And I'm good. I live with it, and I'm okay living with it. When you go outside there, things are tough. Like economically, things are tough. Okay, we have other things that we do out there, businesses. But when you come back and find your dogs, just the way they welcome you home, you'll forget everything that happened out there. It's an exciting experience. They've helped me learn the importance of loyalty, importance of friendship, importance of companionship, importance of being true and being yourself, being there for other people. Because all these things have happened when I'm still keeping dogs, and I relate to my normal world. I've been with the dogs for quite some time, and I've learned a lot. Working with them, you know what to pick. And I've picked a lot of positive, they have had a very positive impact on me and how I relate with the environment around me. Let's say I'm angry. I learn how to react. I know what anger will do because I've seen them do what I learn positively and negatively. When dogs get angry, when dogs get overexcited, there are things that happen around you, around them. I've learned to live with that, and I understand and put them into, so they've built me actually discipline, a lot of discipline. I've gotten a lot of discipline, financial discipline, because maybe I've earned something out there. I know, hey, my dogs are waiting for me. They need to feed. So financial discipline I've learned from them. Discipline in terms of whatever I do out there and back at home. My timing, they've really helped me plan on my timing. I know how to plan my day. I know how to plan my time and do things. And it has been a great experience. To my fellow breeders and maybe dog owners who would love to do some breeding out there. First, breeding is financially draining if you hadn't planned it well. You have to plan on the source of food, the kind of food that is specifically for the puppies. So I say don't breed if you're not ready to feed if you're not financially steady to feed those puppies until a certain age where you'll have to rehome them. When we breed, you don't know when the clients will come to for you to rehome the puppies. So until that time comes, you should be ready to feed them, take good care of them, clean them, deworm them, vaccinate them, until the time comes for them to get a new home. So if you're not ready for that, kindly, I would say don't breed. Another thing, dogs are commitment. Breeding is a double commitment. If you can't take care of the puppies, clean their poops, keep them clean, wash the mother, take care of the environment, don't breed. Just keep the dogs. I would even say I'm not a person who advocates for neutering, but if you have dogs of different genders at your place and you're not ready to take care of puppies, kindly don't breed. You can do the neutering process or whatever process. Maybe if you can understand for our kennel, we do separation. We have time, we understand our dogs. So when we are not planning to breed a certain female, once their season is on, we'll keep them locked away from all the males for a certain period of time, basically a month. It's advisable to do 21 days, but we go for a month just to be sure. This is science, and science has its ways of proving itself, So I've seen breeders who have bred beautiful puppies that since they're born till the time they start whelping. But now when it's time to whelp, they don't feed the puppies. They don't feed the mother. They don't feed the dogs properly. So you find very malnutrition puppies, very malnutritioned females, whereby when the female has given birth, it needs extra feeding, special feeding. The puppies also need that. So if you can't offer them that, kindly just postpone until you're financially ready. I've also seen people who are breeding and they don't have time for the dogs. The puppies need to be socialized at a tender age to the environment, to the new environment. When you're breeding, choose the breed wisely. Know what you're expecting, what you want to offer to people out here. So breeding is a challenge that you need to face. And if you're not ready for the challenge, kindly, I'd advise not that you don't do it, but wait until the right time. Actually, we say everything has the right time to do it. We have a time to do everything in this world. So if it's not that time for you, kindly just hold your horses until that time is ready. If you feel you'll not be available for the puppies, so that you don't get puppies, don't lock puppies until they are 4 months. They're locked in the whelping box. They come out here, it's a new environment for them. They are scared of the environment. You don't socialize them. You've squeezed them in a kennel. I visit certain kennels and I'm like, oh bro, this is not the right way to keep dogs. The dogs will be happy just because they accept everything, but you can do better. Give them enough space in the kennel. And with time you get to understand breeding is a process. It's a learning experience. It's a thing you need to understand deeper, maybe on the vaccination. Prepare yourself properly. Maybe when you get the puppies, you have a certain number of puppies. Start planning as early as possible. I'll need this amount of money to call my vet to vaccinate. Also, I understand that breeders need professional advice. I'd advocate for them. We're in the groups, the WhatsApp groups, where social media, there's information on the websites, online, whereby you'll just see a person typing the symptoms that they're facing in their kennel, and they start offering medication without consulting the professionals, the veterinaries. I'd say kindly consult professionals, involve them in the process, involve them in the whole journey, and it will be an experience that you'll love. You won't feel it as a challenge, but a good experience for you. Currently, we have some great pure Belgian Malinois puppies. One of them is here, a good female. She's around 3.5 weeks. She'll be ready for rehoming later. We also have some stud puppies that we're supposed to collect from reputable breeders that we offered stud services. We have also Caucasian Shepherds, which we'll show you later. But this is one of some good quality puppy. You can see we have a good quality puppy here. It's a female, and we hope she'll grow to be an awesome female with great working abilities. And her journey has just begun. I would have shown you how to deworm. We just do some proper deworming. I think she's due for deworming, and we just started the weaning process, which is also a good challenge, so especially for new breeders. It's not easy to introduce new foods to the puppies, especially if you kama we ni mtu wa kukufa moyo haraka. I don't think you'll go far with it, because they'll just step on the food, lick it, maybe just sniff it and leave. But you have to be patient, understand what foods are encouraging and enticing to the puppies, and with time you get there. We also have some awesome Caucasian Shepherd puppies. They're around 6 months age, fully vaccinated, registered with the East African Kennel Club. The puppies are awesome. We are at our kennels. You can visit, and also you can contact us. to get more information about them. The puppies have been well socialized. They've been introduced to the exterior environment outside our compound. They are fully vaccinated. And Shujaa K9 Masters is very welcoming. You can visit to see the dogs. You can visit to learn a lot about dogs. And we are also welcoming potential dog lovers, new dog owners, old dog owners who want to introduce some beautiful fur babies to their park. We are located in Utawala Airways. Our number is 0727 950 982. 0727 950 982. And you're all welcome to visit us. It's an experience that we like to share with you. Continue watching, sharing, liking Dog TV Kenya, the best documentary channel for all dog lovers. Thank you.